Today we're going to do a full band leg program, starting with the hips. All of the exercises we do in a sequence to build upon the next exercise. So the first exercise we're going to do is hip abduction. So we're driving those hips out, going 20 reps per leg. So 40 total, 20 per leg. That's hip abduction standing. The second hip abduction exercise we'll do, and we'll do 20 of these, is lying abduction. On that one, you're going to want to lie down on your side, raise the leg up. You're going to go 20 on each side, 20 on each side. That's the second abduction exercise. The third abduction exercise is a seated abduction. I'm going to sit, drive the knees out, drive the knees out. This is going to work those abductor muscles on the outside of the hips. 20 of those. Then after that, we're going to go into hip extension to work glute max. Okay? So you're going to want to hold on to something. Then you're going to drive back that heel, work on that glute max. You're going to get 20 per leg here. Right after that, all of these exercises are right in a row with no rest. The next one is a lying hip extension, and we're going to drive those knees out at the top using this band. So it looks like this. You're going to lie down, drive your hips up, and push your knees out. Drive your hips up, push your knees out. Notice I've got my heels driven into the ground, toes off the ground, really focusing on those glutes. So that's the second hip extension exercise. The third one is you're going to go ahead and affix the bands something like this. What I've done is I've taken one band, looped it in half, and then put the second band through that band. This will give me the ability to kind of use it as a belt. I'm going to put it around my hips like this. Get into a pretty good base. Extend my hips back. Drive them forward. Kind of like a hip thruster exercise, a barbell hip thruster, but the resistance is coming from that band. You're going to get 20 to 30 reps of these. Really squeeze the glutes at the top, so it kind of looks like this from the side. Your hips are going back, extending forward. Make sure the resistance is directly behind you and a little bit below your hips is the best way to do that one. After we've now done all of our hips, we did the abduction work for the gluteus medius, we did the extension work for the gluteus maximus. Now we're going to go into our leg work. The first exercise we're going to do is a single leg squat. You're going to have something to elevate your back foot on, and then you're going to use the band on your front foot. So it'll look a little bit like this. Put your foot on top of the band. I like to put it in a clean position like this. Foot elevated on the back chair or a bench. So you've got that back leg elevated. You're going to do 20 per leg. Okay, 20 per leg. The other way you can do it is whatever that leg is forward here. Instead of using the clean position, you can use kind of a deadlift position. So you grab the bands closer to your foot, elevate that back foot, and do your reps this way. 20 reps here. Okay. Once you get 20 reps per side there, we're going to go into what's called a split squat. Now that split squat, I want the front foot to have the band under it. The back foot's going to be extended into a lunge position. We're going to stay in that position and just go up and down. I prefer this position with the hands, the band and the hands up front. Split, touch the knee, but don't bang it on the floor, and back up. Touch, back up, touch, back up. 20 of those per leg. 20 of those per leg. After that, we'll go into front squats. And again, I'm using this black band for demonstration purposes. You can use the green band, whatever band you'd like. The stronger you get, the bigger band you can use. The next exercise is front squat. Here, clean position, stick that butt out, chest up, squat. Again, 20 to 30 reps here. Okay, I can make this harder by using a purple band or a green band, or I can even double them up. So I could use this band, which is bigger, or the green band, or I can even double the bands up to give it even more resistance. So you start adding these bands together, and you can create 300 or 400 pounds of pressure at the top of the movement. So that's an excellent way to overload the body. So now we're going to go into the hamstring hip complex by doing some good mornings. And on the good mornings, I like my feet to be a little bit wider apart on these. So I'd say 4 inches wider than hips. Take the band up behind your neck. And all you're going to do is pivot at the hips, drive back and forward. Just like that. The knee is soft, not completely flexed or not completely bent, and it's not locked out. So it looks like this from the side. So unlocked, pivot at the hips. You want to feel that in the hamstrings and glutes. Okay. Again, 20 reps of that. All these exercises, again, no rest. Next one's a straight leg deadlift. So this works into the hamstrings even more. So you want your hips, knees, and ankles in a straight line. And you're going to just, right there, up and down again. Whatever band you want to use to get those 20 reps and really push yourself. Here's what it looks like from the side. Again, focusing on that hip hinge. Really important movements taking place here at the hips. Okay? Hip extension. Now we're going to go into the four-way calf exercise. The four-way calf exercise, it's really important that we get good range of motion on this. Move this back a little so we've got more space. So on this, we want to make sure we're coming up on the balls of the feet. So we're going to get 20 to 30 reps here, up on the balls of the feet. And then you're going to want something pretty heavy to hold on to. I'm pretty good at these, so I don't need much to hold on to. And then you're going to do a squatting calf or a seated calf raise like this. That'll work your soleus muscle, the small muscle underneath your calf. 25, 30 of those. And then after that, we're going to do what I call a downward dog calf raise, which comes from the yoga term downward dog. So you get into a downward dog position like this, and then calf raise from this position, 30 of those. Then after those, we're going to bring our toes up to our shins. All we're doing is pulling our toes back towards our shins for 30 reps. And that works the anterior tibialis muscle in the front of the leg. That's it.